Hi, this is Paul, your genius alignment expert. I love Ben Hardy's work. He is the author of 10X is Easier Than 2X, the book he wrote with Dan Kennedy. And he's talking here today about raising the floor. We've always talked about the ceiling, but the floor is something you probably haven't thought about. And his treatise that he did online actually was pretty comprehensive comments he made. He said that the thing about your floor, your foundation, the base, it's got to be looked at often and raised so that you can do what you need to be doing, and basically getting rid of stuff that's all so good but not the best for you. Hardy talks about Aristotle. Aristotle is quoted as saying, "Nature abhors a vacuum," suggesting that empty spaces are unnatural and cannot exist because surrounding matter will immediately rush in to fill the void. You've probably noticed that if you have space in your life, things will show up that need to be tended to. Steve Jobs, brilliant man that he was, said simple can be harder than complex. He also said focus means saying no to 100 other good things. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. And one of the things that I know that I've done in research about genius in general is that genius has a hierarchy, and the hierarchy starts with smart. And it goes from smart to brilliant to genius to something on top of genius. Something is more significant in terms of the pyramid than genius, and that one thing is simple. Einstein was talking about simple, and he said if you can't explain something that's complex in simple terms, then you don't understand it. So simple is really a highest form of genius. Hardy goes on to say that in order to 10 to 100x what you're doing to scale, you'll need to apply fundamental laws of scaling. The hard truth is that most things, over 99.9%, he says, are distractions. A lot of distractions in this world, especially the internet, online. To 10 or 100x what you're doing, you have to raise your floor and say no to things that you once would have loved doing. I'll look back over your life. Maybe go back 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years. What were you doing 20 years ago that you're not doing now? Probably a lot different. Your life will get complex again, even if you make it simple, even at a higher 10x level from where you previously were, because when that happens, you'll stagnate. So Hardy goes on to say that if you do this, you'll have to do it again and again and again because nature doesn't like vacuums. You're going to have to raise the floor again, something ruthlessly but lovingly. You'll have to renegotiate your reality, reset your expectations. Sometimes people around you will be disappointed because you're not acting like they want you to act. You're not acting like they knew you when you were a teenager. You'll have to leave a ton of seemingly great opportunities on the table because the one thing that is driving you is more important than those other good things. You won't be able to do it all. You won't. You'll have to filter much better because life becomes a physics problem. You've only got so much room in your backpack. I'm in the final stages of writing editing a book that I wrote called The Invisible Backpack. It's going to be retitled Unpack. And basically it's unpacking your backpack. Unpacking your backpack to see what's there, see what influenced you your whole life. what we found is you'll have to filter much better because life becomes a physics problem when you've got too much stuff in your backpack. You just can't put it all there. If you're saying yes to 100 things, you're not going deep enough to do something that could change everything. The one thing that Gary Keller talks about in his book, The One Thing. You have to continually reassess your floor. You have to continually visualize what you need on your floor. When you bring it along, you need to be sure you don't pull out any important pieces to your floor when you are doing some elimination. Hardy says that it was clear that he was saying yes to too many things, and his space was to focus and innovate, and that space had been filled by way too many good things, not complete distractions, relevant distractions, interesting and valuable. But those things stopped him being from what was most valuable, most rare, most differentiated. Every time you do 10x, likely several times along the way, you'll have to re-examine your floor. You'll have to raise it, sometimes uncomfortably. Raising a floor, raising your standards, raising your minimum of acceptable standards goes against psychological and physical gravity. It means no longer operating according to the rules of your present system and are altering the trajectory. You've probably heard of the expression, what got you here won't get you there. We're talking about that right here. You're focusing on something higher and more leveraged, rarer and more valuable than what you have right now. You're solving what others aren't even able to think about. You're paying a price others won't pay. So I see it. Hardy sees it. The speed at which a person scales their life is directly linked to how quickly and wisely they raise their floor. Minimum acceptable standards. You know someone's floor by what they do, not by what they say. You know what their minimum standards are. It's time to reevaluate, if you will. It's time to rethink, if you will. It's time to go do for you. Raise the floor. Eliminate things that, although good opportunities, don't make any sense right now for you. My name is Paul. I'm your genius alignment expert. I help people get back on track. I work with accomplished professionals who feel unfulfilled despite their success, to reevaluate their purpose, their goals, their choices, and get going where they need to go so that they can be more important and impact, so that they can make a big significance in different people's lives. If that's you, I'd be happy to talk with you. My phone number is 505-706-2868, or I am at the website geniusalignment.com. We'll accelerate your life. We'll look forward to talking to you in the near future, hopefully. You see if we can get you back on the right track, get you in the right bus, get you in the right seat so that you can be more impactful, live a happier life. God bless you. This is Paul. Talk soon.